YouTube, what's going on today, man? Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, I got you guys probably the most requested video I get on my channel, and that is what are the settings and graphic settings I run on Warzone. I at least get this question 100 times a day in my comment section across all my social media platforms, so I decided to finally make a video on this. Really quickly before the video starts, man, I just want to say a quick thank you guys for clicking today's video and taking time out of your day to watch. It really means a lot to me. Also, drop a like on the video, man. This video is a long time in the making, and it would be greatly appreciated if you guys gas this one up for me. Let's try to aim for 30 likes on the video, man. I know you guys can do it. Let's see if the boys got me. Also, if you guys are new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button with the notification bell turned on. I have a lot of new Warzone videos in the making that you guys will not want to miss out on. All right, let's just get right into the settings I run in Warzone. Before we dig into my settings, I just want to quickly say these settings could vary from yours due to the different playstyle you might play or the gaming platform you might be on. I just want to throw that out there before the video starts. All right, let's just get right into it. So for the first tab, we're going to be in the general tab. As most of you guys know, I am on controller. We'll get to the controller settings later. All right, let's start out with field of view. From my field of view, I run 120. I know there's a lot of discrepancy and misleading information saying that if you have a field of view above 110, that messes with your aim assist. JGod actually made a video on this. It doesn't affect your aim assist at all. If you guys want more information on that, go check out his video. Link for that will be in the description below. And for the ADS field of view, I'm gonna be rocking the effective one. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know this is the best one. It makes it look like you guys have no recoil. Don't be weird and run the independent one like Nick Merckx, man. Don't be weird like that. And for brightness, I have 60. It's gonna make those darker spots in like Superstory and other parts of the map a lot brighter, easier to see like the rose skin and other dark skins in the game. All right, so scrolling down, all this other stuff is irrelevant. All right, console players, listen up. This is for you. Pay attention. I know on console you guys don't have the most prettiest or colorful game, but this colorblind setting will definitely help you guys out for that. I ran this when I was on console and it helped me out a lot, so listen up. All right, so when I was on console, I was running the colorblind type Trinopia, which is the fourth option down, with the colorblind target set as both. Like I said earlier, it's gonna make your game a lot more prettier and colorful. All right, scrolling down to the HUD, we have the minimap shape set as square. If you run round, man, you're just weird. These other settings don't really matter. So let's move on to the graphics settings I run. All right, let's start out with the first option on the graphics tab, which is display mode. I run full screen. Right now I'm running full screen borderless because I'm recording, but most of this is personal preference based on your setup. All right, scrolling down to render resolution, I know a lot of you guys on PC are probably running 100 right now, but since I have a 30 series graphics card, I am able to bump it up to 150. It's just gonna allow me to see objects further. But if you guys don't have the right PC parts to bump it up to like 150 to 200, just leave it on 100. It's just fine. All right, so scrolling down, some of this stuff really doesn't matter. You guys can pause the video if you want. Let's go to details and textures. For streaming quality, I have normal. For texture resolution, I run low because of the 150 render resolution I run. I really don't see a difference between normal and low, so I just leave it at low for the extra frames, really. Texture filter at low, particle quality at high, bullet impact and spray enabled, tessellation disabled, that is important. On-demand texture streaming disabled. Scrolling down, we have texture filter, make sure that is on low, particle quality is on high, bullet impact and spray enabled, tessellation disabled, which is important. On-demand texture streaming disabled. Scrolling down to shadow and lighting, make sure all this stuff is either on low and disabled so you guys get those extra frames. Scrolling down, make sure you guys have the anti-aliasing disabled. It's going to give you more frames. You guys have this off. All right, so for filmic strength, make sure you guys have this at 1 if you have the anti-aliasing option disabled or off. When you guys have this at 1, it's just going to make the game a lot less blurry. But if you guys have some option on for anti-aliasing, make sure you guys have it at 0 then. Going down, we have world and weapon motion blur. Make sure you guys have this off, man. I don't even know why they added this. It just makes the game a lot uglier and it's kind of a pain to look at. Film grain at 0, dynamic resolution turned off, and my frame rate target at 60. All right, so let's move to the audio settings I run. All right, let's hop right into my audio settings, man. I personally wouldn't copy everything you see on this screen because my audio settings will differ from yours because you might have a different headset or different audio configuration. So I have the Astro A40 headset, which is a perfect audio mix for boost high. If you guys have a similar headset like Turtle Beaches, HyperX, Steel Series, run boost high. If you guys have more of a studio headset like the DT series, I would run boost low. Now, like I said earlier, I probably wouldn't copy my volume settings. Just adjust it on your own. It's really all preference. All right, so scrolling down, all this other stuff is preference based, so it's really all on your own to figure that out. All right, so moving on to the next part of the video, which is probably why a lot of you guys are here, is my controller settings. All right, to start off on the controller tab, we're gonna be looking at my button layout. I run tactical. I know a lot of you guys are gonna say run tactical flip, but there's really no reason to. I have trigger stops on my controller. If you guys do not have trigger stops, I would highly advise you guys to run tactical flip, which is basically that you use your bumpers instead of your triggers triggers to aim and shoot because bumpers are way more responsive and quicker than using your triggers. All right, so going down to dead zone, I run 0.06. I've been running this probably since the game has came out. I've just felt really comfortable with this. I'm probably not going to change it. If you guys don't know what dead zone is, it is basically how responsive you move your stick. The lower you go, the more responsive you're going to get. The higher you go, the less responsive your stick's going to be. All right, so scrolling down to stick sensitivity for both horizontal and vertical, I run 6.6. I feel like this is a sweet spot for me. It's not too high, it's not too low. I feel great while running it. And I just want to throw this out there. If you guys are on console, stick sensitivity is a huge difference than PC. I remember a couple months ago when I was on console, I was running actually 11.11 for both vertical and horizontal. And then I switched to PC, man, and it was just way too high. My advice to you is to find that sweet spot like I did. And the more you improve your gameplay, the more you can actually increase your sensitivity. But for right now, that's what I'm rocking. Moving down to ADS sensitivity multiplier, I run 0.85. Like I said earlier, this is a sweet spot for me. It might not be for you guys, but that's for you guys to test out. All right, so moving down to the aim response curve type, I run dynamic. I feel like this is the best one compared to the other two. It's gonna help you guys out more in the close range gunfights, allowing you guys to control your recoil more. All right, so scrolling down, controller vibration disabled, aim assist standard, scale aim assist with FOV. Make sure you guys have that enabled if you guys are on PC. Scrolling down, you guys can pause the video and copy these settings, but the next important setting is the use/reload behavior contextual tap. Make sure you guys have contextual tap on, man. It allows you to pick up items off the ground a lot faster, and also you don't have to hold to reload, which is a huge plus, man. This is a game-changing setting, so please use this. You basically just have to hold your armor keybind just once and it'll start applying plates without you even holding the button. This is especially helpful for gunfights, man. You're gonna be able to run while applying plates, so put this setting on, man. It's game-changing as well. All right, so scrolling down to movement, make sure you guys have slide behavior on tap. Pretty straightforward. You guys will not have to hold your slide button. You just will have to tap it, and this is especially helpful for slide canceling. Moving down to another important setting is the automatic sprint. Make sure you guys have the auto tack sprint on, man. This setting just allows you to move your analog stick forward instead of holding it, which is gonna help you guys with your movement skills and slide canceling. Moving down to parachute auto deploy, make sure you guys have this disabled. It's gonna allow you guys to get to the ground a lot faster when you drop from the plane. One last thing, if you guys are on PC and have an NVIDIA graphics card, there's actually game filters that you can add onto the game that make the game a lot more colorful. So I'm gonna show you guys what I run for those. All right, so if you guys have an NVIDIA graphics card, you're gonna wanna hit Alt-Z, game filters, add a game filter. You're gonna wanna add sharpen, color, and brightness contrast. All right, so for sharpen, I have sharpen at 50% with the ignore film gram at 0. For color, I have tint color set to 0%, hit intensity to 0%, temperature at -14, vibrance at 100. And finally, brightness and contrast, I have exposure set to 0, contrast at 30%, highlights to -20, shadows at -100, and gamma set to 0. So like I said earlier, these game filters are gonna allow the game to look a lot more colorful, pretty, and a lot more realistic. Can help you guys see those dark spots as well in Superstore and other parts of the map. All right, so that's gonna do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope this video helps you out. If you guys have any questions, please drop them in the comment section down below. I'll be answering all of them. If we can get to 800 subs from this video, man, I'll kiss every single one of you guys, like no cap. Again, thank you guys so much for watching and the continuing support on my channel, man. It really means a lot to me. I love every single one of you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video, baby. Peace.